What if I told you your cat has been trying to tell you something every single day, and you've been walking right past it? Every time you open that door and your cat is right there, waiting, that's not random. That's not habit. That's a message. And most people never find out what it means. Today, that changes that here's something most cat owners don't know. And it's kind of heartbreaking once you realize it. We spend years living with our cats. We feed them, pet them, sleep next to them. But we almost never understand what they're actually communicating. We assume they're just being cats. Independent, mysterious, distant. But that little ritual at the door, that one moment when your cat rushes over the second you walk in, that's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat will ever do for you. And by the end of this video, you're going to see it completely differently. Let's get into it. 1. They're not greeting you. They're reclaiming you. Think about this. When your cat walks up to you at the door, rubbing their face on your legs, weaving between your feet, maybe making that little chirping sound, what do you think is happening? Most people think it's excitement. Cute, right? But here's the part most people don't realize. Your cat is actually doing something deeply instinctual. They're scent marking you. They're saying, you were gone. You came back. And now you're mine again. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, their chin, their forehead. When they rub those spots on you, they're leaving their scent. In the cat world, that's not just affection. That's ownership. That's belonging. They are literally putting their signature on you. And here's what that means for you. Your cat doesn't just tolerate you. They have claimed you as their own. You are part of their world, their safe world. And the moment you leave that world, something feels off to them. The moment you come back, they're restoring balance. We'll come back to what this says about their emotional state. But first, let's talk about something even more surprising. 2. Your cat knows your schedule better than you think. Here's something that sounds almost impossible, but it's been documented in studies. Cats can predict when their owners are coming home. Not just recognize the sound of your car or your footsteps. They can sense it before you're even close. There's a concept in animal behavior called a time-stamped internal clock. Cats are creatures of routine. They track the rhythm of your life. When you wake up, when you leave, when you eat, when you return. Over time, their body literally prepares for your arrival. They wake up from sleep. They position themselves near the door. They wait. So when you open that door and your cat is already there, that wasn't coincidence. They were ready. For you. Specifically. Think about that. Your cat spent part of their day anticipating the moment you'd walk in. That's not random animal behavior. That's connection. But here's where it gets interesting. 3. That greeting tells you exactly how secure they feel with you. Not all greetings are the same. And the way your cat greets you reveals something deep about your bond. If your cat greets you with their tail straight up in the air, that's one of the highest signals of trust a cat can give. In feline communication, a raised tail is a greeting reserved for those they feel completely safe with. It's the equivalent of a smile and open arms. If they slow blink at you as you walk in, that's a cat kiss. That's them saying, I'm calm. I'm safe. I'm happy you're here. If they meow, that's something specific too. Here's a fact that blows most people's minds. Cats don't meow at each other. Adult cats communicate with each other through scent and body language. The meow? That was developed specifically to communicate with humans. Your cat invented a language just for you. What this really means is, your cat's greeting is a window into how deeply they've bonded with you. Every detail of it matters. 4. Your absence actually affects them, more than you realize. Let's slow down for a second, because this one hits differently. There's a myth that cats don't get attached, that they're fine alone, that they don't notice when you're gone. Science says otherwise. A study published in Current Biology found that cats form secure attachments to their owners, similar to the way human infants attach to their caregivers. When you leave, some cats experience genuine stress. Not dramatic, visible stress, but subtle, internal stress. A shift in their environment. A disruption to their sense of safety. And when you come back, that greeting at the door is partly relief. It's your cat's way of saying, the world makes sense again. You might have brushed past that greeting 100 times, but now you know, it was never casual. It was never just habit. There was emotion behind it. And that changes everything. Stay with me, because the next point gets into something most people never think about. Real quick, if you've ever looked at your cat greeting you and thought, why do they always do that? This video was made for you. If it's hitting close to home, drop a like. It helps more cat owners discover what their cats have been trying to say. And if you want more of this kind of content, subscribe. There's a lot more coming that will change how you see your cat forever. Now, back to what your cat is really telling you. 5. They're not just greeting you. They're checking on you. Here's something interesting about cats that most people overlook. In the wild, cats are solitary hunters, but they're not emotionally cold. They are highly sensitive to changes in the creatures around them. When your cat greets you at the door, they're not just happy to see you. They're scanning you. They're smelling your stress levels, your energy, whether something is off. Cats can detect changes in cortisol, the stress hormone, through scent. They know when you've had a hard day before you say a single word. Have you ever had one of those days where you came home completely exhausted and your cat just came and sat on you? Didn't ask for anything. Just sat there quietly. That wasn't random. That was a response. They sensed something and they showed up for it. The door greeting is the first part of that check-in. They're assessing you, and depending on what they find, they'll respond accordingly. Sometimes with play, sometimes with purring, sometimes just with presence. Your cat is paying attention to you in ways you've never even noticed. 6. The greeting is part of a ritual, and rituals mean safety. Cats are creatures of deep routine, not out of laziness, out of survival. In the wild, predictability keeps them safe. They eat at the same time. They sleep in the same spots. They patrol the same territory. Routine means no surprises. And no surprises means safety. When your cat greets you at the door, they're participating in a ritual they've built with you. Every time you come home and they meet you, that's a ritual. And when you respond, when you crouch down, when you pet them, when you say hello, you're completing it. That ritual is one of the threads that holds your bond together. It says, this is how we are. This is what we do. This is us. And here's the quiet truth. Every time you rush past that greeting without responding, without acknowledging it, your cat notices. They don't hold grudges, but they do feel it. This is the part one really need you to hear, because point 7 is where everything comes together. 7. That greeting at the door might be the most honest thing anyone has ever offered you. Think about the humans in your life, the people who love you. They have complicated feelings. They have bad days. They have moments where they pull back or go quiet. Love between humans is real, but it's layered. It's filtered through ego, through mood, through everything that's happened that week. Your cat doesn't have any of that. When your cat comes to that door, they aren't performing. They aren't trying to get something from you beyond connection. They aren't keeping score. They have waited for you. And now you're home. And that simple fact is enough for them to show up fully every single time. There's no agenda, no resentment, no filter. Just, you're back. I'm glad. When did a human last give you that? Completely clean, completely true, without anything behind it? And here's the warning, the thing I want you to really sit with. We rush through our lives. We come home distracted, phone in hand, mind somewhere else, barely registering the world around us. And in that 10-second moment at the door, our cat is giving us everything they have. Don't miss it. Please, don't walk past it like it's nothing, because it is everything to them.